What's going on, Top Notch family? So, in today's video, we are going to be talking about 5 superstar players that will be traded next offseason slash trade deadline. So, hopefully, you guys enjoyed this video. And if you guys do, please drop a like, continue to keep sharing, commenting, subscribing, and also turning your notifications on. I appreciate that so much. Today is day 43 of us uploading. So, I couldn't do this without you guys. And let's get back in today's video. So this is not going to be like any particular order or anything like that. But number 5, we are going to start with Kevin Durant. Now, Kevin Durant is 36 years old, but he is still a top 10 player in this league. This year, he's averaging about 27 points a game, shooting 53% from the field, 40% from the three-point line, 6 rebounds, 4 assists, and close to a steal a game. Now, we all know the Phoenix Suns are a terrible team. It doesn't matter if they have a big three of Durant, Booker, and Bill. They're just not great at all. Now, I'm going to show their the standings of where they're at currently, and I'm explaining why I think Kevin Durant will be traded. So, when we look at the Western Conference right here, right, we got the Suns who are currently 26-27. They're currently on a 2-game losing streak away. They're 10-16. They're just not really a great team. And with the Bradley Beal contract, it's not going to really take you anywhere. Like, even if you try to trade him next year, it's going to be really tough. And with Kevin Durant being in the trade rumors this trade deadline, where there was a chance he was almost going to get traded, the Minnesota Timberwolves called for him. The Miami Heat offered for Kevin Durant. I think personally, it's going to be depending on how this team finishes. Like, if they stay where they're at right now, this team is not going nowhere. Obviously, and then Kevin Durant's going to be like, listen, I want out. So I expect Kevin Durant to be traded during the offseason / next year's trade deadline because they can't get rid of that Bradley Beal contract. They got to wait till that expires, and it's going to be a while for that. So Kevin Durant will be number 5, personally. Let me know what you guys think about Kevin Durant. And then number 4, I'm going to go with this one, and it's going to be Zion. Now, Zion to me is a good player, right? He's averaging 24 points a game, shooting 53% from the field, 7 rebounds, 5 assists, and 1.2 steals, right? Now, he only played 200 games in his career, 201 to be exact. He's been in the league for 5 years, right? My math is not the greatest, but it's probably around that 30, 40 games a year. That's terrible, right? This year, only played about 17 games, has missed a lot of games. He cannot play back-to-back games. You already let go of Brandon Ingram, or you traded him away to Toronto, right? Do you see Zion as your franchise player? If you're not letting your franchise player play back-to-back games, why have him on this roster? It reminds me of the Kawhi Leonard situation. It reminds me of the Joel Embiid situation. And the 76ers are at the point where it's like, we might have to trade this dude. It was a failed. You know what I mean? It's failed. This dude is so talented. He just can't stay healthy. So if I'm the Pelicans, I think the best option for them would obviously be of letting him go. Because if they don't let him go, they're just going to deal with this pretty much throughout his whole career until his contract expires, which is terrible because you don't get nothing out of it, which I'm going to show you Zion's contract at the moment. So he's making about $36 million for a player that doesn't even play half the year. Just think about that, right? Next year's making about 39, 42, and 44. I'm telling you, I think a team will take on his 3 years contract because they know the upside of how excellent he could be. He could be a superstar in this league for sure. But for the Pelicans' perspective, it's like, listen, we're the worst team in the league right now. You know what I mean? Like, we don't really need you at this moment. Well, they need him, but they really don't. And then next year, it's like, what do? Do you run it back with the same team you had last year? That team's not going to get it done. You know what I mean? So I expect Zion to be traded. I thought he was going to get traded sooner than later, but obviously it didn't happen. So I think Zion will be number 4. And then number 3, I know a lot of people is not going to expect this one, but I have him in this list, LaMelo Ball. I expect LaMelo Ball to get traded. I truly do. And the reason why, and I'll get into that after, but listen, LaMelo Ball, 27 points a game, 41% from the field, 33% from the three-point line, 5 rebounds, 7.2 assists, 1.3 steals. The talent's there, right? The talent's 100% there. But look how many games he played, right? We criticize Zion, we criticize these players, but he's younger, and he can't even play outside of one season 70 games. That's concerning to me. You know what I mean? Like, I'm looking at you as my franchise guy. I'm looking at you to take us to the promised land, and I can't rely on you to stay healthy. You could play good in the regular season, but when I need you the most during the playing series, you played awful. You know what I mean? That was a couple years ago, I believe. So I think he's going to get traded. And then he got injured again. His ankles are never going to be healthy. So if I'm the Hornets, I'm trading as his value is high and then rely on Brandon Miller to be my franchise guy. Simple as that. You know what I mean? And also, I mean, dude, he takes a lot of dumb shots. Like, no exaggeration, this dude takes a lot of stupid shots, which could be a problem. You know what I mean? Like, I mean, look at this game right here. 9 for 21, 9 for 26. I mean, he put up 24 points and 10 assists, but 9 for 26, efficiency is just terrible. But I'm gonna show you his contract, then I'll pop out LaMelo Ball's contract real quick too, because on the court he's fine. But look at his contract, right? His contract literally just started. 5 years, $203 million. 37 mil, 40 mil, 43, 46 mil. He's going to be unrestricted free agent when he's 28 years old. So he's still going to be in his prime. Think about that. Still in his prime. And I don't expect him to finish his contract out. I expect him to be traded. I really, really do. The front office is going to get tired of this. So I think LaMelo Ball is going to be the next star, too, that's going to be traded. And then number 2, like I said, there's no particular order or anything like that. I got Anthony Edwards, right? Anthony Edwards, 23 years old, very talented, 6'4", 6'9", averaging about 27.5 points a game, 44% from the field, 42% for the three-point line, 5.8 rebounds, 4.5 assists, 1.1 steal. I understand this team was very close to making it to the finals, whatever the case may be, but that's when they had Karl-Anthony Towns, right? They traded Karl-Anthony Towns to the New York Knicks. Now, this team is really just 1-on-5, I feel like sometimes. Like, Anthony Edwards has expressed his frustrations with the team that he's been playing with, of how they haven't been playing well, they haven't been playing good together, all this stuff. And I think he's going to get frustrated to the point where he's like, listen, I don't want to be here no more. I truly believe that. I think the Heat make perfect sense for him. And I'll probably make another video predicting where they'll go. But let's just look at the standings real quick. And I know he feels the type of way about it, 100%. Like, you traded my guy, Cat, bringing a player, Julius Randle, which now he's hurt, and we've been worse. Like, this team has been way worse, right? They're 30-24 mainly because of Anthony Edwards. But this team is no longer a top team in the Western Conference. Like, they're not. Like, I have other teams ahead of them. I have the Mavericks ahead of them when they're healthy. The Rockets are better than them. Lakers are better than them. Nuggets are better than them. Grizzlies are better than them. Thunder are better than them. Like, there's like 5 to 6 teams that are better than them. And I just don't think he wants to stay with this stuff like that, man. So that's what I got. Also, I can show his contract too, to show you like what he's getting paid and how many years he has left on his deal. So yeah, 42, 45, 48, 52, 55. So all their contracts are really just starting, man. You know what I mean? And I just don't expect these players to stay on their deal at all for that team. I don't think LaMelo's going to finish that contract. I don't think Anthony Edwards is going to finish that contract. I don't think at all. So for number 1, I kind of wanted to engage with my supporters, and I kind of wanted to see who do you think will be the number 1 star player to get traded. So that's why I left it for you guys. So let me know what you guys think. Do you agree with these players that they will get traded? Let me know in the comment sections. Hopefully you guys enjoyed the video. Keep liking, keep sharing, keep subscribing. Appreciate y'all. Love y'all. And I'm out. Peace.